How do you get metal detecting permissions? That is a question I get asked a lot, and today I'm going to show you how I go about getting a new permission. I'm going to talk about 4 subjects. I'm going to talk about how I find a landowner to a piece of land, then I'm going to talk about how I approach that landowner, then I'm going to talk about what I call the interview, how we sort of, sweet talk them into giving us permission. Then I'm going to talk about what we can do to expand on permissions and keep hold of those permissions. So yeah, stick around and I'm going to show you how I get permissions for metal detecting.
So this is a brand new permission of mine. Today is my first ever visit. There is nothing quite like that buzz, that excitement and the unknown of a new piece of land to metal detect on. Metal detecting is more than just metal detecting. It's exploration, it's nature, it's wildlife and the wilderness. Today I'm going to show you how I get metal detecting permissions time and time again, including how I acquired this small pasture field.
Just look how beautiful it is this morning. It's only 7 o'clock and unbelievably I've found a silver coin already. Have a look at this. This is my 4th silver of 2024 and it's almost May, so this is an excitable moment for me. It's not the oldest silver coin in the world, in fact far from it, but it's a silver coin and I'm absolutely buzzing. It looks like a worn George V 50% silver sixpence. Oh, it's an acorn sixpence, look. It'll be about 1934 I think, look, and there we go, look. As you can see, it is a beautiful little 1934 silver sixpence, 50% silver. And of course there he is, my most found monarch, Mr. King George V. It's a little bit worn, but we'll take it. So the first topic we're going to discuss is finding the landowner. It's not always easy to find a landowner. If there's no immediate farm or property next to a field, then you've got no chance of finding out who owns it. So Google Maps is your friend. The first thing I always do is look on Google Maps, find land that I'd like to detect on, and then I try and find the landowner. If you can't find the landowner, then I go door knocking. For example, on this permission today, I've got a brand new permission here, and I got this permission by knocking on a house door. I asked the lady at the house and she was like, oh yeah, such and such owns this. She passed me the name of somebody. I ended up looking up that person on Facebook. I messaged them on Facebook, they phoned somebody. 1 week later I've got the permission. A little bit of groundwork in there, but yeah, Google Maps, door knocking, just a little bit of detecting work. As soon as you track down that landowner, then you can ask the question. Got a signal here, look, which I really like. It's a squeaky, high pitched, feels like it's got depth to it. A little bit irony in there. You turn around, look, you get a much better signal. So we're getting in there, we're gonna have a look. Ooh, deep. We've got a big something here. Silvery coloured. I don't know what it's going to be. I think it's going to be a button. Absolutely enormous. Dandy button, isn't it? It's a nice squeaky one. Not very deep, but high numbers, look, 91. Feels like a coin. Let's have a look. It's in here. It feels small. It is getting smaller and smaller. Oh, I think it's going to be a modern 1 pence, It is, look, modern spendable 1 pence. That's not what we're looking for, but at least it's another find. It's another coin, isn't it? This is the next one that I'm going to look at. Sense the FT's only just picking this up, look. It's a right squeak. Deep HC, look, 86, 87. Good signal. Relic mode, 87 as well, look. Definitely interested in this, it's deep. We've dug ourselves a nice big deep round plug here. Well, I've had to excavate about 5 or 6 big scoops and I eventually found it, and it's just a massive chunk of scrap lead. So once you've tracked down your landowner, what do you do next? It's all about approaching them. Now, there are numerous ways you can approach them. You could give them a ring, you could write them a letter, send them an email, send them a message on Facebook, but I will always go face to face, go knock on the door, see them up close, let them see you. Writing a letter, giving them a ring should always be a last resort if you can't get to the property for whatever reason. So yeah, always knock on the door, face to face, man to man, woman to woman, and yeah, that's the best way to approach a landowner, 100%. Another item under my coil here, look, 90. It looks like a button again. Tell you what, it's a beautiful spring day today. It's lovely and cold. You can hear the birds tweeting and everything. What do we have here? Oh, we've got a livery button, look. Can't quite see what's on it. Oh, there we go, look. Is it a stag or a deer? And there we go, look. It's a stag standing on a what looks like a platform of some descript. You can see its antlers. That's pretty cool. Shank's broken off, unfortunately, but yeah, livery button with a stag on it, gold plated. Tracked another signal down here, look, it sounded just like that, 89, 90, not very deep at all. I think I've got a coin in here, just there. Feels round. Ah, look at that, we've got a pre-decimal big penny, our first of the day. I thought this place might be littered with these, but it turns out it's not. But who is it? Well, as you can see, it's King George V. Same as the sixpence, and it's in really nice condition. It's been preserved under this tree. Date on there is 1928. We've got no sign of copper rot. The edges are complete. That coin is beautiful. Probably put a bit of wax on that when I get home, but yeah, brilliant. I think I've got another coin down here, but I don't know what it is. It was entangled in all bits of wire and all sorts of rubbish, but finally got it out. Oh, it's an old one, look. That's a George II. It looks to be in beautiful condition, doesn't it? Well, I don't know how well you can see that, but King George II is clearly there facing to the left. These don't often come up in this kind of condition. Look how thick it is. The other side's a little bit toasted, but I think this coin will wax like an absolute dream. It's a King George II halfpenny. That'll be mid-1700s. Been preserved by the tree roots, I imagine. Another target out, 78. That's what it sounded like. And it's round. I think there's something round here, look. But is it going to be a button? Oh no. I think we've got another copper coin here, you know. It seems to have some damage on it. In my opinion, that's another Georgian halfpenny. If it wasn't so worn, it would be in great condition because the patina is lovely and smooth. Well, have a look at that. I actually can't get any detail off that whatsoever, but the patina on it is beautiful. It's so smooth and shiny. The other side, look, completely toasted, but again, smooth, shiny. That's something that will wax like a dream. It's a shame that we can't get anything off it, but it's really interesting. I'm almost certain that's a Georgian halfpenny. Let me know your thoughts on that one, guys. That is a good question. So next, we've located the landowner. We've approached the landowner, we've gone up his drive, we've knocked on the door, and now we get to the most critical part, the most important part of seeking a metal detecting permission, and that is what I call the interview. So we have to immediately set a really good example. We have to be incredibly polite, enthusiastic, passionate. You need to come across as a very trustworthy person and a decent person. So I always recommend wear smart clothes, wear a shirt, wear trousers, wear shoes. That's what I do. Don't turn up in your rags, covered in mud, having already been metal detecting. That's the last thing you want to do. Don't turn up, you know, if you've got 666 tattooed on your forehead, you're going to have a little chance of getting a metal detecting permission. So you need to be presentable, you need to be polite, you need to come across as enthusiastic and passionate about what you do. You know, fill them full of compliments. I always say, oh, your house is really nice. You know, I get down and I stroke the dog. You need to strike up a relationship with them, otherwise you've got no hope whatsoever. So I know it can be incredibly daunting, but the more you do it, the better you get at it, the more confident you get. It is just like a job interview. If you don't sell yourself very well, you're not going to get a permission. But if you sell yourself really well, then you're going to get it in the bag, no problem. Some people are perhaps a little bit lazy and they don't want to work to get a permission. Some people are terrified and scared, but you just have to roll your sleeves up, get up that track and knock on the door and do what you've got to do. And it's such a great feeling when you get that yes and you've got a brand new permission to go at. It's absolutely brilliant. It's what the hobby's all about. So yeah, do it. Get knocking on that door, get up that track, stroke that dog and woo the farmer. Sweet talk the hell off him. Another nice squeaky one here, look, high numbers. I can get behind that, I'm very fond. 86, 87, 88, look. Let's get in there and have a look at this one. Let's get in there now. Oh, we're right on it. Oh Oh man, look, here's a coin. Is it a coin or is it a button? Yeah, it's another coin. Again, it's in really nice condition. And look at that, I can see King George III on there, but we're going to wipe away this soil and have a closer look. That is absolutely beautiful. Look at the patina on that, it is so good. We've got King George III there, clear as day, in his armour, so that's probably late 1700s. Really, really happy with that. And a bonus tip, when you're asking, offer them something in return. If you're a builder, an electrician, you know, offer them your services. I can't do a great deal, so all I do is offer to litter pick, and I also offer them a lifetime membership in me finding something that they might lose. And it works. They're dead up for it, and a couple of people have phoned me up saying, oh, can you find this, can you find that? Offer something in return. Crate of beer works every time, or a bottle of whiskey. Got another absolutely cracking signal here, look, high pitched, semi-deep, high numbers, 90, look. It's small enough to be a coin easily. I'm confident this is going to be another deep copper coin. Yeah. There's something down there, look. What is it? I think it's a button. Again, look, it gave me kittens. I thought, oh, silver, but no. It's another button. Everything's in really good condition on this field, but well, the finds are coming thick and fast now, and I think I've got another copper coin down here. Have a look at this. It's thick, it's round, it's copper. Well, have a look at that. It's got a hole going through it, and I think I can see two portraits on there. I've got a feeling this is a William and Mary that's been shot. Just look how thick that is. That is one of the thickest coins I've ever seen. Correct me if I'm wrong, is this a William and Mary halfpenny? Is it one of those tin coins? I don't know. Can't really see much on the back. I think it says Britannia somewhere on there. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Is that a William and Mary? That is really, really, really interesting. So we've found our first piece of land, we've located the landowner, we've approached the landowner, and we've somehow managed to sweet talk the hell out of him, and he's said yeah. He's said yeah, you've got your first permission, brilliant. So what can we do next to expand on this and to, you know, get more permissions? So basically it's all about building a relationship with that particular landowner. Say good morning in the morning, say cheerio after you're finished. Show him everything that you've found, show him the rubbish that you've got rid of, build up a bond. Before you know it, you'll be in the pub with him having a pint, and he'll be putting you in touch with all his mates, and they'll all be gagging for you to get onto their fields and on their land. I call it the spiderweb effect. You get in the good books of one farmer, he puts you in touch with all the others. Before you know it, you've got too many permissions to even detect, and life's good in the world of metal detecting. Opened up another target here, it was a mid-tone, high 70s, look, 77, 76. Right in the middle of this plug, just there. Feels pretty big, so I wonder if it's going to be a scrap piece of lead, but... Oh. Oh, is that a button again? What do we think? What do we think this is? It has to be a button surely, isn't it? Another silver wash button. Another one of those deep squeaky ones that screams copper coin, deep. I'm very interested in that. Whatever it is, it's out. It's in this clod. Good 5-6 inches deep. 89, look. Oh my god. Oh my god. We've got another silver coin here. Look at that. It's another sixpence, isn't it? It's going to be a little bit older than the first one. Is that going to be Queen Victoria? Look how smooth and thin it is. Well, this is a lot better than I thought it was going to be, because it is not Queen Victoria. It's earlier than Queen Victoria. And I don't know if you can see him. He's facing to the left with his curly hair, but that is King George IV. Can you see him? That's a silver sixpence. That's going to be dated around 1826. The condition is really poor. It's worn smooth, but it's 200 years old. That is absolutely amazing, and only my second ever George IV sixpence. Another good tip, befriend the locals. Look at this cat. How friendly is this cat going to be? Hello, kitty. Hello. Look at your little moustache. Tell you what, this is a very nice cat. And I guess the last thing to talk about is how do you keep hold of your permissions, and that is all down to respect. You respect the landowner, you respect the land, and you respect the wildlife that might live there. Always fill in your holes, always be neat. Take your rubbish away with you. Do not leave holes, and do not leave your rubbish at the side of the holes. That is the easiest way to lose a permission. You see it all the time on group digs, nobody gives a damn. But if you care about what you do and you come across as a caring, considerate person to the landowner, he will absolutely adore you and he'll have no problem with you detecting on his land. So respect the land, respect the landowner, and respect the wildlife. My next target that I'm going to look at that, 90, high pitched, squeaky, I like that, very clean. And it seems to be under the biggest pile of bird I think I've ever seen in my life. Well, it's in there, unfortunately. It's a modern 1p to go with my modern 1p and my modern 2p from earlier on. Not what we're looking for, is it? But I'm 4p richer now, aren't I? Almost every coin I've found today has been on this same patch. And I've got another one of those squeaky, listen to that, deep, high numbers. Deep HC's giving me a good signal, 88, very keen. Relic mode is also giving me high numbers, look, 88. We're digging that, we're very, very interested. As you can see, I've opened up a nice big plug, deep plug, and it's still in there at the bottom somewhere. Down here somewhere, look, just there, much deeper as well. Well, I think whatever it is out, it's in here somewhere. Oh, look at that, we can see something green there, look. Oh, that's going to be another really old coin, and look at the condition. The patina on these coins is absolutely brilliant. No sign of crumbling or anything. Well, I think that's going to be another Georgian copper coin, maybe William III. So this one is a King William III. You can see it says up the side here, Gvilius. You can just see the back of his little ponytail thing. Nice thick coin. Nice smooth green patina. The other side, as with the others, is toast. But we don't mind. Because that's another really interesting and nice old bit of history on this brand new permission. And if you're finding stuff like this, then there's got to be William III silver coins on here too. I very nearly did not dig this one. It was too shallow, too good. But I thought I'd dig it anyway. And look, we've got another coin. Oh, it's a beautiful Queen Victoria pre-decimal penny, and it looks to be in great condition. Oh, that is beautiful. Just look at the condition of that. It's absolutely beautiful. We can clearly see the lighthouse that side and the ship that side. 1862. They don't come much earlier than that. It's absolutely exquisite, and one of my best finds of the day. I really love that. A lot of people will sniff it, Victorian copper coins, but I love finding them. And there she is, look, Queen Victoria in her early years. One absolute find. Very, very chuffed. Going to show you this little surface find. Now there is a pub within spitting distance of this place, and have a look at this. We've got a Birra Moretti pint glass. I had another glorious signal down here, look, high 80s, low 90s. I've opened it up and it looks like a big coin. And if it's anything like the other coins, it's going to be in glorious condition. Oh, is it a cartwheel penny? I think it is, you know. We've got a Georgian cartwheel penny. Unfortunately, it's not in good condition, but it's still cool and still interesting. And there he is, look, Mr. King George III facing to the right. You can see it around the edge, George III. Big old chunky cartwheel penny. I've dug up another signal here, and this was deep. This was the full length of my pinpointer and some, and I think I've got an old relic in here, which possibly going to be an old buckle. Have a look at that. Look at this. This looks absolutely spectacular. It's a buckle, but look at the condition of it. We've even got a pin in there. Oh, this mud is difficult to get off. Well, I've spent about 5 minutes getting as much of this earth off as possible. I've been left with this big irony chunk in the middle. But apart from that, the rest of it is absolutely beautiful. It's in really nice condition with a really nice patina. Again, another item that will wax up like a dream, but that's a really interesting relic. Probably Georgian, probably a shoe buckle, I'm not sure. I'm not very good at buckles, but I really enjoy that find. So what have we learned today? What can we conclude from this video? Well, we've learned how to find a piece of land, we've learned how to locate the the landowner who owns the land. We've learned how to approach the landowner, we've learned how to chat them up and sweet talk them into giving us the permission, and we've learned how to keep hold of those permissions and expand and, you know, get more permissions. I really hope you found this video useful. I would love it if you hit the subscribe button up there. Check out my beginner's guide to metal detecting video, because you might find that useful too. And if you want to support the channel, click the description, click on the links, buy the products, and I hope to see you on my next episode, wherever and wherever that might be.
Today's finds are exceptional and plentiful. This is what happens when you stumble across potentially undetected land. Beautiful little silver coins and copper coins. The condition of the finds was exquisite. Rewards for my efforts in bagging this permission. These are the fruits of my hard graft. The William and Mary tin farthing is an exceptionally rare coin to find, only minted from 1689 to 1692, and this is my first ever proper bucket lister coin.
So you made it to the end of the video. I have one final tip. That's my permission over there. This here is the pub. Go to the pub, support the local business, have a pint, get chatting to some more landowners and some farmers. If you've got the balls, you know, ask them the question as well. You just never know where you might get a new permission. It's all about being in the right place at the right time.